What's going on, everybody? I want to thank you for tuning in to this special episode of Hoecially Awkward. And the reason why it's special is because today is Thursday. If you know, I typically go live on Monday nights and then we drop the episodes for streaming on Tuesdays. But everybody was out of town, so we were unable to get shit done.
Everybody was gone.
Man. Yeah. So before we get started, if you are new to the show, I want to go ahead and introduce my co-hosts. Tonight we have Young Fresh and Mr. Tone Deaf of the Deaf Fresh Show, which this is actually their normal recording night. I just scrambled up here because
She has some stuff to get off her California chest.
Exactly. Yep. So the bitch's favorite is not in the building tonight. He is off tending to some business. He is on vacation, so he's on vacation from everything and everybody, which I completely understand. I just touched down. But I am your host and favorite motivational speaker, Mimi Sun 100, or California Comer if you're nasty. That's what we're going with this week.
Dog, that just sounds nasty.
Yes.
A California Comer.
California
That's
Comer,
like something Juan finds on the Urban Dictionary.
Yes.
Bro, get out my business.
I'm just you always was there.
Look, bro, we'll talk about it. So, anyway, I had an amazing week for the most part. Like I said, I just touched down last night. I've been gone for almost a week in California. I left early, about 4:00 Thursday morning, barely, and just got back last night. No, okay, so listen. My youngest daughter, Amaya, we call her Jelly Bean. She will be 12 next week, Wednesday. And she has never met her paternal side of the family, like her grandparents, uncles, and like nobody. So I surprised her with a trip. I was originally going to Miami for my birthday weekend, which my birthday just passed on Sunday. I'm 37 now. Yay. But
you're old.
I know, right? But instead of going to Miami, I switched the plan up and I decided to kill two birds with one stone. And I'm like, either way, it's sun and palm trees. You know what I'm saying? So the scenery was still great for me, but it gave her an amazing opportunity to see her family. Her father does live in California, so we'll touch on that a little bit later. But we definitely almost missed our fucking flight out of here, because I underestimated the fuck out of Mitchell Airport.
Man.
That motherfucker looked like O'Hare at a Thursday morning at 4 a.m.
Dude, O'Hare was no bitch at 2:00 in the morning. That security check line is fucking ridiculous, fam.
Yeah. So what happened was,
maybe they heard you had a white linen suit in
our flight.
No, they probably would have got me through quicker. They would have thought I was one of the with Frankie Mays and shit. Like, oh, let him in. He has a show to do. Like,
so our flight was scheduled to take off at 5:20 a.m. So I get there and it's probably like 4:30 or whatever. Mitchell's not that big. It's usually not that packed. So when I go and I see this horrifically long line for checking the baggage. You've never flown before, so I'll have to walk you through this process. So when you get to the airport, whatever bags you can't carry on, you check them for them to toss them under the plane.
Right.
So there are these little kiosks for you to go and you can print out like your boarding passes and your bag tags for you to check them. Well, even after doing that, you still have to get in line to actually drop your bags off to the fucking clerks. This line is long as fuck. So I'm sitting here, I'm like, all right, once we make it through the line, we good. So we make it up to the kiosk and a warning comes up and it's like, warning, you are checking your bags less than 45 minutes to take off. We can't guarantee that your bag's gonna make it on your plane. So if not, they'll arrive later, but we won't be responsible for shipping them or, anything like that.
Wait, what?
That sounds like bullshit.
I did not have that problem.
Well, yeah, if you check your bags less than 45 minutes before the plane takes off.
They're gonna put it on the next available plane going there. Makes sense.
Not always, but they did give me the warning.
Right.
So we finally get, to the front. I check the bags, and me and Jelly Bean got a haul ass to the concourse, to the gate. That TSA line was so fucking long. And as soon as we get there, I hear flight 931 headed will be closing its gate in less than 5 minutes.
Damn.
At the end of the now the TSA is the security check line. Where,
Right.
they making sure you ain't got no bullshit on the plane.
Monique on Soul Plane.
Yeah. So I'm like, bruh, I cannot miss this flight. So I tell Jelly Bean, I'm like, Jelly, stand right here. Don't move. I duck under the rope. I run all the way to the front. It's a black guy there. God bless him. But it's a black guy there. And I'm like, sir, I said, they just made an announcement. Our flight leaves in less than 5 minutes. He's like, you see that guy over there, checking people, whatever. Let him know and see if, he'll let you skip, the line or whatever. So I go tell him, and he goes over and he's like, you can't tell him, blah, blah, blah. I think he thought that I was looking to skip security.
No.
I know I have to get checked. I just can't wait in this long ass line to do it, bro. So they let me go, and I send Jelly Bean. I'm like, please, Lord, let my baby hear what I'm saying. Because when we got to, she didn't know we were going.
Right.
So when we got out, she was like, hey, Mom. She was like, you want me to help you with your bags? I'm like, yeah. So when she get out, and she's like, here. I said, no, that's your bag. We going to Cali. Let's go. I just kind of sprung it on her. So I tell her the gate number. I'm like, when you see that, stop, wait for me. Don't move. Just stand right there. I'll be right there. So I'm waiting for my bag to come down the belt. All I have was my laptop bag, my carry-on.
Right.
So I grab that, throw in one shoe, nigga, I'm booking it to the gate. I run up. He like, oh, well, today's your lucky day. We were just about to close the gate. I'm out of breath and shit. My fucking asthma pump is in my fucking check bag because I forgot to put it. So now,
shit.
yeah, I'm like, I got everything else, but I ain't got my fucking pump. So cool. We make the flight. Only thing is, because we were the last people to board, there were no more seats together.
Ooh.
That was my baby's first time on the plane, and I couldn't sit next to her on the plane.
Wait,
now,
did you buy the ticket then?
No.
So how was? Oh, you talking about?
Southwest has open seating.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't select seating on Southwest.
Shit.
It's, whatever your boarding position in, may the best man win type shit.
Damn.
So, Southwest does not charge you for an extra seat. You can pay for it just to make sure that nobody else buys it to keep you comfortable, but then they refund you after. Just something to know.
Yeah, I think he knew that. Did you?
No.
Oh, I swear I thought we told you that before.
No, because we talked about that, and he was saying I'm not trying to pay for 2 seats. But yeah, even when you do, after the flight is over, then you contact them and they just refund you. They have it's a policy called persons of size.
So there was definitely.
Didn't we just talk about shit like they don't want to seem racist? Now they just got discriminatory against fat people.
Well,
but no, it's helping you.
It's helping. I mean, they don't want you to say fat niggas can sit here.
I don't like the way. I don't like.
He don't like the PC way they say it. It sounds condescending.
Person of size.
That's because you black. White people are offended by everything. They have to structure things that way.
Yeah, that's what it is. I get what you say.
Person of size.
Yeah. But
that's damn near person of color.
So that was mishap number 1.
POS, point of sale.
That was mishap number 1. So then we end up going to Burbank, California. That was our Phoenix. We go to Phoenix, change planes. Everything is good from Phoenix. We cool. From Phoenix, now Southwest lied to me. They said that we only had 1 stop on that flight.
Yeah, 2.
I had 2. It said 1. It said 1 stop, change planes in Phoenix. However, after we changed planes in Phoenix, we stopped in fucking Burbank, California. That wasn't on the motherfucking itinerary here. So once we get there, some people are getting off and, some are getting on or whatever. We're going to take off and we got to turn the plane around because one of the engine lights came on and the air conditioner stopped working.
Oh, that's fucked up.
So they grounded us for engine trouble. They had to test the plane, do all this shit. So we ended up having not only an unexpected stop, but now we have an unexpected layover. We weren't supposed to be here after Phoenix. We were supposed to head straight to fucking San Francisco. So we got there way later than what we were supposed to. Uh our plane, we were supposed to touch down by 11:30, like 11:30, 11:40.
Right.
I don't think we got there until close to 3 o'clock. And then once we got there, I'm like, we at the carousel, I see everybody else grabbing their shit. Guess whose bags weren't there? Because we checked them late. So they sent our fucking bags to Las Vegas. Now, San Francisco airport was an hour drive from Tony People House.
Right.
I'm like, all right, well, our bags will be here in 2 hours. The plan was for us to get there 11:30, get our bags, no later than 12 o'clock, we headed back. So we get there by 1. They had already, nobody knew we were coming. They had already invited everybody for like a little special dinner, whatever they told people. 5 o'clock. So on our way back, like we're fucking rushing because it's traffic and shit. So as soon as we walk in the door, I take my shit upstairs and then it's, oh, well, Tony's on it. Tony's on his way here. He'll be here in like the next couple of minutes. Bro, I didn't, first of all, we talked about this and I told you that I wanted a glass of wine before I had to see this nigga. Why is my wine not ready? Why is there no wine in the house? That's one.
Well, you about to find out why.
Yeah. So, at that point, I was frustrated because it's like, I just got off a plane. I've been traveling longer than I was supposed to travel. I don't have my bag, so I couldn't even come right in and wash my ass after being in these fucking airports and planes and shit.
Right.
Now I got to deal with his shit fresh off this motherfucking flight. I was agitated. That wasn't how I planned to do things. I wanted to be able to come in, take a shower, rest, kick my feet up a little bit, and then be like, okay, you know what? I had my little second win. I can deal with this now. I didn't have that. I was just kind of thrown into it because of the time frame. Now, it wasn't Tony's parents' fault, but, it was just a course of events that day. So he gets there and they have me hide in the laundry room. They don't want him to see me because that would obviously be a dead giveaway. And their house is fucking huge. I didn't show y'all like the full video that I took, but so they have him go around this way through the kitchen and I'm in the laundry room. So they come and wave me out and I'm like halfway recording because it's like on one half, I know my mom going to see it, but on the other, it's like, I really don't give a fuck because I'm mad. So like you can see like a little embrace, but it's like I didn't capture the full moment.
Yeah, you gotta remember it wasn't about you, it was about beans.
Yeah.
Was he shocked?
So here's the thing. I honestly did not expect him to recognize her. I thought because her little cousins were there, I thought that maybe he would think that maybe she was just one of their friends from down the street or visiting or whatever. But he went right to her and like wrapped his arms around her and just like hugged the fuck out of her.
He low key stalking your page from a distance.
No, his father has given him pictures of Jelly Bean. So Jelly Bean is his lock screen and screensaver on his phone.
Why do deadbeats do that?
The same reason he has her name tatted across his neck.
Like they'll do all this public display that they give a fuck, but won't do the actual part that really matters, like fucking be there.
Yeah. So my baby's right on his phone. So whenever you grab his phone, her face is right there. But
so this nigga wants to have a constant reminder that he ain't shit as a dad.
Basically, the crazy part that kills me? You have her face on the same phone that you refuse to call her with.
That's, let's continue with your story because I go down a rabbit hole of my own fucking pain and frustration.
Yeah. So that threw me off. He went right up to her, but because I swear to God, I did not expect her to recognize him. So they got that little stuff out of the way, and then he noticed me and came and tried to give me a hug, and I was just You know how I can get.
Ew, nigga, you smell like French fries.
At least I'm gonna add some spices this time.
Ass and spice. You know what? I'm out.
Y'all
Go
know
ahead.
that's what he used
Go
to
ahead and
smell
finish the
like.
show without me.
It's hot. It's California. Maybe he realized you can't really be one of them fucking what you call them motherfuckers?
Turban.
Cougars or some shit.
Shut up. Shut
You
up.
imagine a mountain lion smelling ass and spices and tear your ass up.
Then they say,
Yeah, but that wasn't that moment, lasted for wherever it was, but what I was not prepared to walk into was not being warned that there was an autistic resident in the home. And we know, that we don't shame autistic people. It was just I wasn't ready. I didn't have any time to prepare for it or to,
that was a different level too.
yeah. Like
Yeah, the way you described it, that's the intense.
yeah. So, and she's
Threat level orange.
That's Helen Keller
yeah, and
levels.
and she's an adult, autistic individual, but it was just bro, the level of disrespect. Like I ain't never felt disrespected by a motherfucker with,
Did you ever
that
get
you
to
couldn't
the
put your hands on.
bro.
hold on? Like I killed myself. Like, did you ever get to the point where you just want to say, you know what? I'm not getting into heaven, but I gotta put these 2 pieces on this handicapped person real quick.
No, like I just
What's wrong with you?
I like
Look,
myself in
bro,
the room.
I have an autistic brother. There has been times where I want to give Mikey a 2-piece and a couple of biscuits.
I mean, and everybody in here has had some form of experience, but y'all have regular experience with it. Y'all both have autistic siblings,
Right.
and you deal with them on a regular basis.
Right.
I only have contact every now and then, and it's like I don't get agitated because I know that I know what it is. But I also don't have y'all fucking siblings just coming in and like so. Our shit is on the floor, like our suitcases are on the floor. Obviously, my clothes and shit ain't thrown out everywhere, but this motherfucker just walks in the room, no announcement, no nothing. So I learned to start locking the door. So just walk in the room and looking around and throwing my shit and literally like kicking through my shit on my suitcase, trying to see if it's snacks and shit in there.
Well, it's because you're not a resident of her home.
It's
She marking
not
her
just
territory.
me.
She marking your territory.
No, apparently she goes in her brother's room because I was standing in her brother's room. She goes in there frequently trying to do the same, trying to look for snacks. She always on a hunt for snacks. And it's like, I feel like autistic motherfuckers, right?
The hunt for snacks is hilarious.
It's hilarious because they know where to go.
Right. And that's what it's like. Motherfuckers think, oh, they autistic, they dumb. No, they smart. And I feel like they smart to the point where they know that they ain't supposed to be doing certain shit, but they do it because they know that you expect them to do it and you're not going to say nothing about them fucking doing it because they know that they can get away with doing it.
The reason why I'm laughing so hard because Mikey, that is his whole MO. Now, for those of guys who don't know, my brother is about the same size as me, but this nigga is quiet as a church mouse when it's time to steal some shit. When I used to live on 34th, they was downstairs. This nigga would sneak upstairs through the back hallway, steal sodas out the fridge, cookies out the cabinet. He jacked the girl's whole cereal. And the only reason why you knew it was him, because either A, the evidence was in the garbage can, or you hear him in the hallway as he snuck back downstairs.
No, see,
Sounded like Bunsen and Beaker.
I had to deal with screaming every 30 minutes. Like it was like a whale cry.
You going to hell.
He might be used to it.
I'm used to it. I know.
Do.
Like, dog, Mikey is non-verbal, as they say.
Yeah.
So he makes that's why I said Bunsen and Beaker. Beaker is an autistic character in the Muppets. You just didn't know he was autistic until it became a thing. The noises Beaker make, that's what most non-verbal autistic kids do. Can't even say kids because Mikey's your age.
Hey,
oh God, Mikey, you're grown ass.
Like 32-year-old nigga who love being in wife beaters.
Yeah, so
And playing with hangers. I don't get that. Like that's his thing. Give me a hanger. It does something.
yeah, but you
But
can't.
he ain't naked running through the house, so I'm cool.
If you want to eat it, you can't leave it out. So they bought Jelly Bean, like like the big variety thing of chips and whatever.
And they didn't warm beans.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't have no fucking warning. Nobody told us. Nobody said, "Hey."
Did you
So
express this to the parents? Like, yo, fam, you could have gave me a heads up.
no, because I didn't want to be a dick. Like,
No. See, parents
not-
of autistic people know that there's certain requirements that you have to do as the guardian of an autistic person.
Right, especially you have to.
bro, she was unattended to so much.
That's what I'm saying. Like
That's what I'm saying.
if you have an autistic child or person that lives with you, you got to know the threat level of your kid's autism.
Right.
Like if someone comes to my house,
I think they don't bother because she's not considered violent.
But
Right,
that's just
but
it.
I'm
You're
saying-
new, so you don't
Right.
know.
So like if I invite people to my house, I know that Kay is not violent. And I know that Kay being her own world, she's gonna mind her business. But the fact that she won't wear clothes, it might weird people out. We not go
Bro,
pay
she don't just mind her business, bro. Every time I come over there, she stare at me like I put something in my fucking pocket.
but
but she doesn't see you often.
No, but what I'm saying is she don't just go off in the fucking corner. She stare a hole through me.
Well, yeah, she gonna look because you knew.
I'm like, bro, I didn't take
I
nothing.
mean, and see,
everything I got, I came with.
You
see,
don't
and
live
Mikey's territorial. Like if you in his space, he gonna look to see where you are. So there's certain chairs that you can't sit in because those are Mikey chairs. And if you sit in the Mikey
Greedy
chair,
as fuck. Why he need multiple chairs, bro?
because he's Mikey.
he's Mikey, fam.
See, that's what I'm saying. I feel like he do that shit just because he know he can. Like, nigga,
Now-
just get up, bro.
Now, there's one chair he will.
No, get the fuck.
No.
Don't sit over there either.
No,
because
he
he
got
know
one-
he can punk people like
He
that.
got one chair that if you sitting there, he getting in your face literally. Now he won't touch you, but he'll get so damn close that you be like, "Fam, back up."
Like I'm gonna move, bro. I'm gonna move. You can have it.
And then he's strong as shit.
I felt like you're not being a dick. It's just you got to know the threat level. So
Because at that point, it was like, well, shit, it's done now. I clearly know the motherfucker is here. But it was just, I don't know if they didn't know how to say it or like, but that's something that you got to let people know. Like, hey, so we invited you to stay with us. We talked you out of staying at a hotel like you wanted to because we have all this room. But you didn't say that even with all this room, my space was still going to be crowded because,
we have an autistic kid.
Well, let me ask you this question: how often?
and she ain't a small fry.
They usually ain't. I don't know why. They eat nothing but junk, but they usually the biggest thing.
Autistic kids be fat.
Be huge, not even fat, dog. They just big,
fat and strong.
And this is not
fucking
okay. So
reason.
first off, for the listeners of this show, we are not down talking autistic kids, like Mimi said. I have an autistic brother. One has an autistic sister.
and
So
she's fat and strong.
we speaking from experience.
She's strong
Okay.
as fuck.
I think Mikey was one of the first diagnosed autistic kids in Milwaukee, so we had to learn a lot. This nigga is fucking ridiculous. Mikey wants to give high fives.
No, Mikey's strong, bro.
No.
You can't high five me.
He
no
wants to
more.
get, bruh. Not only do they be powerful, they be quick like ninja fists. They be like dog, stop touching me. Like the girls don't want to high five him no more because he has no reserve. He has no chill. He gives you a high five like you a fucking lumberjack. He don't care if you 5 or 50. Dog.
Well, see, and then for me, and with me being a guest and being unprepared, it's like when she come in and she start touching my shit, I don't. Okay, if I tell her no, stop, don't,
You don't know
whatever,
what the reaction gonna be.
right. I don't know if she can and just I don't know what the fuck finna happen. That's one, and two, I don't want to feel like I'm in here talking to her like a dog. Like no, down, stop, don't, like you know what I mean. That's how I talk to Nunu. So it's hard
That's how I
because.
talk to children.
But it's hard because it's like, bro, you got to warn people. Not just say, hey, man, we got a big, like, no, I'm not saying that. But just, hey, well, I want to ask you something. Do you have any experience with autistic individuals? If I say no, then it's okay. Well, just to let you know, our daughter is autistic and this is typically how she behaves. If you're ever uncomfortable at any time or blah, 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 something like that. It's an easy, I don't even have a fucking autistic kid. Look how quick I just came with some on the top of my head on how you warn people.
So let me ask you this question. How
I feel
often
like
Put a pamphlet at the back, at the front door, bro.
should have gave her a cat bell.
That's
how I felt,
how
bro.
often do they have non-family guests?
It don't matter.
No. I'm getting to a point.
I don't know, nigga. I was out there
The
visiting
reason
from
why I'm
out of
asking this
town.
question
I'ma tell you.
is because it may not have crossed their mind. Like if everybody who always comes over there knows this person, you tend to forget to let people know that they're autistic. Like my mom sometimes will forget to tell people that Mikey is autistic when they were coming over by her house after work. I would have to give them the warning because Mikey might come downstairs with his drawers in his hand, in your face, like, who are you?
Yeah,
So you're not finna G-check me with no drawers on.
No. You have something on. You just have a pair of drawers in his hand.
So I don't have a problem with the fact that she's autistic or that I was staying in the house with her. It was just the lack of preparation for protecting my space and my belongings. Like nobody said anything like, hey, if you leave this door unlocked, she go come in, kicking your shit, throwing your shit around and, trying to steal your sandwich out your bag. Like nobody fucking told me this shit.
Why does that sound like jail?
So that's how I felt because I was locked in the fucking bedroom.
Why does that sound like jail and Big Bertha on the move?
Well, okay, so I showed you, a portion of the house, like the game room.
Oh,
and you see the big arcade thing, right?
That's fucking game room.
Right. So, when you put a coin in the thing, like the little change return where you got to push your fingers in the little slot and grab your change out.
Yeah.
The key to the bedroom is hidden in there. We always put the key in there. She doesn't know to go in there. So I will have to lock the room when I go out. If I'm leaving the house, going to take a piss, going to get some juice, whatever. And then I put that key in there. And then whenever I'm ready to go back in the room, I got to go make sure her ass ain't looking because I told you they ain't fucking stupid. Grab this key out, unlock the door to go in. So it was just, they have 3 full bathrooms in the house. One of the bathrooms is the master bathroom, so
Right.
it's in their bedroom,
in the room.
so we don't see them. But there's a full bathroom with sink, shower, toilet downstairs on the first floor, and then there's also the one that's right outside the room I was staying in, which is also between our rooms to get. So it's my room, bathroom, her room. So apparently,
She got a door in her room to get to the bathroom?
no.
They in the same hallway.
Of all of the fucking rooms in this house that lock, they don't have a lock on the upstairs bathroom door. Now the upstairs bathroom has 2 doors. When you go in, you open the door and you have the sink area, right? But then how the bathrooms used to be on Silver Spring where y'all used to stay at.
Mhm.
You go in, but then when you go in the other door, that's where the toilet and shit at.
Yeah,
So
when
I
you
can be
split one.
showering, taking the shit or whatever, but you can still be out there cutting your hair, brushing your teeth, and we ain't got to see each other.
Fire.
So it's one of those. So I close both doors because I'm like, if somebody sees this door closed, then they'll know, well, somebody's probably in the second part as well. I'm on the toilet. Now, it's not that much room between the toilet and the door. So I'm on the toilet and I hear, the other one. I'm like, okay, well, maybe somebody got to wash their hands. No. All of a sudden, the door pushes in on my thigh and I see autistic titties and bush. Because she's coming in to just bust in to use the bathroom. Now, even after seeing me on the toilet, that does not stop her from continuing to put. What would you go do? Sit on me and still piss?
Yep. Hey, this ain't funny, but this is fucking hilarious.
No,
So I'm
this-
sitting, and they are fucking strong. We established. So I'm sitting here, my fucking forearm on the door, and I'm like, bro, if I get a motherfucking hemorrhoid because I'm pushing this hard, nobody warned me. You gotta warn people, bro. If you're in the bathroom, she will bust in on you, and she gonna have all her goodies out.
Next time on Autistic Horror Stories.
Dog, I feel like that's a dope segment.
you know.
Like, do you at this point, like,
So now, mind you, this is only the first time that this happened.
you gotta yell for help at this point?
You know you can't yell at them, right?
No, because I feel like if I made her cry, then you know.
No. You have to yell at them. Then your life was in danger. You have to yell at them.
Because
I mean, my life wasn't. I just didn't want nobody else to come in and then my ass and her ass out. They might have thought something funny was going on.
No. Your life was your life was in danger because this is why. They already have it pre-programmed in their pubescent mind that they have to go to the bathroom. They don't give a fuck. Their goal is to get to that toilet, which will include running over you and possibly breaking your arm and leg. Because if she was smart, or if she thought backed up and put a little speed behind it,
yeah, she
was gonna be like the cartoons. Because I was gonna turn to the side, and that motherfucker was gonna go right through that shower door.
Because
I'm just saying,
when I be in the bathroom and Kay gotta go, like she knocking on that motherfucker like the cops.
Yeah,
and I be like, and when she do it, like I be forgetting that she know how to come and use the bathroom. So I be thinking it be Noah fucking with me when I'm in the bathroom. So I'm in the bathroom yelling like, "Hey, get the fuck away from this door!" And then he'll be like, "Bro, I'm in my room. Like, why you yelling at me?" And then I come out and it'd be her little ass sitting on the couch. Like, "Oh, I was waiting for you to come out, my guy. I got to piss."
Yeah.
Nah, Mike could go in the bathroom and nigga strip naked.
Yeah.
He'd go to the bathroom and he'd be feeling himself in the mirror because he naked now and shit.
Yeah. So that was only the first encounter.
There will always be more.
Yeah, but
your greatest rival.
Shut up, dog. No, so I take I get my towels and stuff. I go shower, whatever, and my towel is wet, so I hang up my washcloth on the shower bar. So when I go to retrieve my towel at a later time, it's not in the space that I left it. It is on the floor, which I'm like, okay, people being in and out, maybe it just fell. But then I noticed the doo-doo.
Must be doo-doo.
I'm like, bro, did she wipe her ass with my towel? Was she that mad that I had to pee at the same time she did?
You
like,
stopped her rotation. You are stopping her from getting her snacks out the room. You are taking up her bathroom space.
Bro, I've never felt so disrespected and whole as I have this past week, bro.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you.
So
and the fact that you couldn't do nothing about it is,
bro, I really had to take that shit on the chin. Like,
it's funny to me because you've yelled at us,
right?
But less. Like less.
It's the fact that you actually humbled yourself and you are taking this
because
she's autistic.
Bro, I'm not finna sit here and try to square up with an autistic motherfucker, bro. First of all, I didn't buy these towels. You got it, little baby. Whatever.
But right? Disrespect. Maybe she always wipe her ass with a towel. Your towel just happened to be available.
Was it brand new? Did it still have the fluff to it? Maybe it felt good on her booty hole. I don't know.
I feel like when you have another conversation with the grandparents, because I'm pretty sure you will.
Yeah, you
and the next time they invite you, because I'm pretty sure they will.
They have already. We wasn't even out the door yet. When y'all coming back? We don't want to wait.
I'd be like, never, motherfucker. You got a whole kid you ain't tell me about. That's just elephant strong. Fuck y'all.
You can't be mad at them. Just like, hey, we gonna have to have a couple.
Mad because they did not warn anybody.
That's what I'm mad about. That
they had a motherfucking linebacker running motherfuckers over to get to the bathroom.
But naked lineman. Well, I mean, I'm laughing because I feel your pain, but unfortunately, you can't express yourself like I could because this was my little brother.
Right, that's your little brother.
That's my little brother. So that's why I'm laughing because everything you saying, I've been through with Mikey in one shape or form, but I've also gone up beside his head too. So
you think shit on a towel or something?
Woo.
Imagine you go take a piss and it's just
on the seat,
smeared on the wall, and she looking at you like, "Yeah, guess what? You finna clean up."
Man, one time
you know what? That's not even autism. That's just kids. That's just kids
True.
Because I remember Mama pissed Riri off and she was like, I'm gonna doodle on you. And she really took her pants wrapper off, bro.
What?
Okay, so outside of the autistic horror story, what did you like about the trip?
Everything other than that. But so I really love the fact that my baby got to, experience her other side of the family. Because when I tell you, like, they love on her so hard, they didn't have to warm up to her.
Right.
They didn't have to. Okay, well, we'll see how. No, like straight out the gate, like Tone's brother, Trey. He is like the most amazing fucking uncle dude because Jelly Bean is the only niece. Niece, nephew, anything.
For him or just in general?
Tony is the oldest.
Okay.
The only two that have kids are Tony and Trey. Trey's oldest daughter, that's Peanut. Her name is Aaliyah. She's a year behind Jelly Bean. So Jelly Bean will turn 12 next Wednesday. Peanut will turn 11 in August. And then Trey just had another newborn at the beginning of this month. I think it was like the 2nd. So his kids are, 11 years apart. He's not even 30 yet. But those are the only, like biological grandkids that exist. Just Peanut, Jelly Bean, and the little baby. So Jelly Bean is the firstborn. And Trey and his own kids, he's an amazing dad. But he's like, man, I always wanted, to meet my niece. And he just, instantly, like the very first day we got there, like he had her outside riding around on like the motorized scooter and shit, chasing them around, and just he came in the house so excited, showing me on his phone, like, look, this is where I want to take her tomorrow. It's this place called Endless Sweets out there. And they got so much, y'all know I love funnel cake. They got all kinds of different funnel cakes, all kind of different like caramel apples and shit. Like, nigga, I've never seen, like, they got Fruity Pebble caramel apples and just all kind of little shit. You can get them however you want them, whatever toppings. And then if you don't want it on the stick, like, they'll actually cut it up for you like in little apple slices.
Fuck,
nigga, I gotta.
Don't show me. Let's just go.
No, you gotta see this shit, man.
I don't want to see it.
Too bad you still didn't see it anyway. But that shit was so fucking good, nigga. Like, look at this.
Oh yeah, that's fire.
Cracking. Yep. He was like, man, I can't wait to take her here and we go do this and we going to Six Flags, and like he was just so fucking excited. But Jelly Bean had a fucking ball, with her cousins. Like, she doesn't have anybody her age. So being able to, be around other girls and shit, like they were like 3 fucking musketeers, like they were inseparable. So my vacation was, basically being fucking babysitter. I didn't sign up for this shit. How did I end up the auntie with all the kids? And this is supposed to be my fucking vacation. So we get there Thursday. Everybody's in the house and seeing her and getting used to her. They're playing outside now. Do you guys know what tetherball is?
Tetherball. Yeah, it's like the
ball,
the ball is
right. A lot of black people don't know what tetherball is. But
I watched enough recess in my life.
Yeah, so these motherfuckers loaded. So they backyard, like they got this big ass swing. Then they have like it's beautiful. Tony's stepmom, like she lost her mom last year. Actually, while I was there, the 1-year anniversary, it was June 12th. But they have literally, it's like a shrine built to her in the backyard. Like, it's gorgeous. And then they got like the little pine with the little waterfall and shit going, like, and then they got the little tetherball thing out there.
They got money.
Yeah. All they wanted to do was play tetherball. Now,
what is did they teach you how to play?
You're supposed to.
I watched it enough.
Make it go around the pole.
Right. So this is the pole, and the ball or whatever. So if I'm on this side and you're on this side, I'm trying to hit it to where it wraps all the way around this way. You're trying to hit it to where it wraps all the way around this way. So we basically just hitting the motherfucker back, and whoever get one up on the other that you can make it swing all the way around, that's who wins. It's actually very entertaining to watch. I
Very.
never thought that I would spend that much time watching motherfuckers play tetherball.
Should sound dangerous. What if you get hit in the face?
That was my issue.
90
So
miles an hour.
Jelly Bean is very, very clumsy. Now,
Very.
my baby is also very, very blind.
Very.
So I was kind of like, it was a catch-22. I didn't want her to play in her glasses because I didn't want them to break. But then her playing without her glasses, she might have broke something else because she can't see the fucking ball coming at her head. So, I still made her take them off because I'd rather her not break her glasses.
So you was willing to sacrifice a nose.
Hey,
For some glasses.
we got insurance.
Yeah, but you probably got eye
They cover
insurance
your
too.
glasses are cheaper than the fucking doctor bill.
Look, them motherfuckers. No, I don't have to pay for the doctor bill. Even with the insurance, the motherfuckers just the shit that they
Look,
just charge me for the glasses. that
Either
was
way it
ridiculous.
goes, her grandparents would have bought her a brand new whatever broke.
Yeah.
Probably would have bought her a new arm.
Damn near.
They look like they got money.
Because that nigga dog, she cleaned up so much, so they was giving her money every fucking. They be like, bro, we not even going nowhere. We don't even have a car to drive. We don't leave unless we with y'all. So they was giving her money every day.
Trying to buy her love.
And then on my birthday, which was Sunday, we go to Six Flags. Now, the very first ride that we get on was the Medusa. That motherfucker was cracking. Now, I was on, with Six Flags rides. They take the pictures of you and shit while you're on the ride. So I think everybody thought that my hands was like this because I was scared, when in actuality, I just was making sure my wig didn't fly off. I've seen videos. This was an $800 wig, buddy. This motherfucker wasn't finna fly off on no tracks. But I think that was Jelly Bean's like most hostile day. Because we were only supposed to be there, get there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leave first thing Monday morning, like 5:00 in the morning, which meant we was gonna have to drive out like 2:30 or 3. But last minute, Jelly Bean was, I wish we could stay. Say less. So I changed the flight. But we get there and I asked her, I'm like, Jelly, what's wrong? Because what kid fucking mopes at Six Flags, bro? It's all kind of food and teddy bears and shit to win and the rides and whatever. She was kind of scared of the rides. Like, Jelly Bean's not used to shit like that. She's like, like State Fair. When we went to Bay Beach one, like shit like that.
That shit was terrible.
She's not used to like rides that fucking huge.
Right.
But she was also irritated like with her pops. So
Fan was trying too hard.
you can't just jump out the gate like that, bro. You've been missing for 12 years.
Right.
So
Like, you a stranger to her, bruh.
So he come down and he like, hey, Jelly Bean, anything you want, just let me know. Bro, she said, pushed his hand off and walked off. That nigga looked like a wounded fucking puppy.
As he should.
Like she was, and walked off on it. You tell a kid they can have whatever the fuck they want, and they like, nigga, fuck you, and walk off, you trash.
Fam.
Where was this fucking mantra 12 years ago?
No. What it is Bean sat here and seen this life. Okay, you gotta remember, Bean has been there since Center Street. Okay, so she's seen her
Beans
mom.
was actually there from Hampton, but she can remember Center Street.
Right, that's where I'm kind of going with. Work with me here. Okay, Beans has seen her mom struggle. She's seen her grandma struggle. She's gone from spot to spot. Beans has seen some things that she don't talk about, not in a bad way. She's just seen some things. Meanwhile, 2 time zones to the left is this big luxurious ass house. There's a fucking room bigger than one of her old apartments.
Right, niggas is out here on the West Coast having things.
Right. You over here living large like a fucking rapper. You don't think that this little nigga is not going to be pissed at you, my nigga?
Right, I could have been living in Cali. Do you know it snows where I live, you bitch ass nigga?
Big facts.
I could be out here sunbathing.
Did you forget? Like, I see plenty comments from D. I ain't seen nothing flash across the screen.
Nah, he was the only person making comments, so I wasn't going to keep putting dog up there. Like, if it was more people, I would have did it, but it was only just dude. Plus, initially, he was like, hey, I'm just going to pop into the game start. And then he left. Then he came back. He's like, okay, I'm going to watch both.
So don't think I ignored you, bro. I didn't know you was there.
And then he was like, I'm gonna do both. I'm like, at this point in time, I gave up. We halfway through the show.
Yeah, but like she wasn't fucking with dog. And it got to a point where, like, she actually said out of her mouth, because not everybody is my Facebook friend, but she said out of her mouth, like, he don't need to be a dad. Like, he don't need to have kids. He's better off being like an uncle or something.
Damn.
And he didn't understand what she meant by that. I said, I get exactly what she means. I said, because now that we're here and we're visiting, look at all the attention and love and stuff you're trying to give her. You trying to buy her stuff. You trying to, you acting like how your brother is acting. But all of the time that you had before that, you don't parent her. You don't provide for her. You don't nurture her. You don't do anything that a parent does. Right now, you're just a seasonal motherfucker that's loving on her, like an uncle. Because that's how my uncles are. Like, I don't see them every day. When I do, it's nothing but love. But I don't see them every day. I don't talk to them every day.
How would you feel the week before Father's Day? Your firstborn tells you, nah, nigga, just be an uncle, fam. You cool over there.
Did I deserve these comments?
9 times out of 10. From an adult perspective, yes. But to hear it from your firstborn.
Your only born.
Oh, see, I didn't know how many kids he had.
That's why I corrected. Like, Jelly Bean is it.
So your only child, your only begotten daughter tells you a shitty ass dad, fam. Bomb ass uncle, shitty ass dad, fam.
I mean, shit. If it's a fact, it's a fact.
Now, one thing.
Can't get mad at facts.
One thing
That
I will
shit
give.
gotta hurt though, dog.
It stung you.
Yeah, I'm nervous.
Ooh, that shit gotta hurt.
He had to be crushed.
Like that dog, he had to go cry behind the Bugs Bunny ride or some shit.
One thing that I will give Anthony Alonzo House Jr. credit for
Shit
is the fact that he owns the fact that he been a deadbeat.
That don't make it no better though.
No.
Let me be quiet. I'm getting personal here.
No, it's not about making it better. It's because of the fact I see every fucking day on social media niggas blaming us for niggas being deadbeats to our kids. And he don't go for he never blames me. He always takes accountability for the fact, like the entire time that we chopped it up while I was down there, not once did this nigga try to put the blame on anybody else for him not being shit. He acknowledged that he ain't shit.
You ain't got no choice because your parents told you, nigga, you ain't shit. Your brother probably told you, nigga, you ain't shit. Your kid basically in a fucking amusement park told you ain't shit. I know you told him numerous times he ain't shit. So ain't no reason he can fucking put no blame on you. When everybody who would be in your corner is telling you, nigga, you ain't shit, go be a fucking dad, you still opted not to. So who you gonna blame? You ain't got no choice but to own up to that shit.
Because niggas will sit here.
Let me be quiet. I'm getting personal.
Oh, you saw the signs. You knew this. You knew that. First of all, with both of my baby dads, I had their firstborn. So it wasn't like it was a future situation. Like, oh man, I see this nigga got 12 kids already and motherfuckers already fighting for child support. Ooh, let me go see what that be like. No. I was the first baby mama for both of them. And for me to be in a situation where, like, nigga, you damn near lost your fucking mind when I was having a threatened miscarriage. Like, they found me in the bathroom floor bleeding in METC. You know how fucking filthy that floor is?
That is a filthy ass floor.
And rushed me to St. Mary's. So the thought of losing that baby fucked you up just for you to be a deadbeat in the end. So I asked him some questions. Come to find out, Maya did too. We were supposed to sit down and have a talk, like with just the three of us.
No, Beans won't answer now.
No. It was her idea, because I asked her, talk to your dad or whatever. She was like, well, I want you there with me. So she wanted, all three of us to sit down, just us. But in the meantime, she did ask him some stuff like, well, what happened with you and my mom? He's like, well, I wouldn't go,
No,
she he was like, she already hate me and shit. Like, I wouldn't go into detail. I just
Beans wanted to ask that nigga first. So when he got in front of you, she wanted to see what that nigga story was gonna be.
well, he left it general. He was like, if she get older and she want to know, then I'll tell her.
Nah,
like,
nigga, tell Beans now.
He was like, I wasn't gonna be like, oh, well, you know what she did, and I was just on some dumb shit. He was like, I just told her, like, I wasn't being the man that I should have been for you, and then that ultimately,
that makes it worse.
So,
because that means you didn't put forth no effort. That's gonna piss her off even more.
Yeah. So that was one. Then she asked him like why he left and went to California in the first place, and he was like, I explained like I hit rock bottom and I needed to regain whatever.
Don't look like rock bottom over here to me.
I know,
right? Should look like Viva Rock Vegas in this.
Look like a come up, in my opinion.
Look, because even though that was his parents' crib, we did eventually go to his house because him and his brother, they're roommates out there. And
but that shit was still nice though.
No, but I'm getting to it. So I didn't want to go because I'm like, bro, I don't want to see how you living, because if you live in a way that I think you living out here,
I'm gonna fuck you up.
It's gonna make me want to knock all this shit over.
No, it might be Trey shit. You gotta be careful. Trey ain't did nothing wrong.
So
he's a good uncle.
Dog, I love Trey, man. Like, and you know what? I want to play. I'm not gonna play it on the show because I don't even know how that works. But Trey does music. Y'all know I don't like new music. I actually listen to his shit.
Does his shit sound like he's sad and depressed?
No.
Okay, that's why you probably like it.
No.
Because you don't like this new shit.
No, but just listening, so I'm like, damn, like I actually vibe to this shit. Like, I like it. Because I've heard a few of his songs while I was out there. I watched a couple of his music videos.
Ask him to make your intro music.
Yep. So, no, because then he'll be like, oh, sis, what's this? And then he'll hear me talking about his autistic sister. So
say your brother. Say it's for the Deaf Fresh show.
So
we'll play it one day.
No, okay, so we go out here and this nigga's like right, on a tip of Napa, wine country and shit. But it's these nice ass fucking, it's nice when they got a clubhouse.
The app?
No, the clubhouse, like
actual
the community shit, with this is extravagant ass, fitness room.
Wait. So them niggas live in an apartment where 3 houses down is like a fucking hangout spot for adults.
So listen. But that's what they call them, and like when you in condos and like all that shit.
When
like
Beans is ready to ride down on them niggas, I'm rolling with her.
So
we finna blow some shit up.
So they got the pool and the jacuzzi outside. They have these big ass free, because they're used for any residents, these big ass grills out there. Them good expensive grills, the stainless steel ones with the big ass, you lift it up this way and shit. So they got and there's multiple ones out there. It's a little play area for the kids, but then once you step inside the clubhouse, that motherfucker's immaculate. You got the pool table here. They got the stainless steel appliances and the marble and shit. Nigga, they give you free wine in there. So if you live there, you just go in like, oh, you know what? Before I watch the fight, I'm going to pour me a glass of wine. It's just wine chilling around there. So if you don't want to order the fight or pay for it or whatever, they show all the shit in there. You can just go chill in there with the nice little fireplace. You got the exercise room here and all this. So, and I'm like, so I look up the apartments for their floor plan with the 2-bed, 2-bath, and all the shit that they got. That motherfucker's $2,800 a month, which means that you are paying at least $1,400 a month for you to live like this. Meanwhile, I am at home being a single parent to your fucking kid. But so this is what you wanted me to see so bad. And then I think what made me real mad about it was the way he was showing and explaining, oh yeah, man, and check out how this fireplace. I said, first of all, don't talk to me like I'm broken. I ain't never seen nice shit. I know how it fucking works. It's a fucking fireplace. So I got mad off that because you talking to me like I done just came off, fucking the dusty of Burla or some shit.
Like I
ain't never seen nice shit.
Infantile.
Right.
Imbeciles. Okay, so what you telling me is my niece is back here in confused ass New Jersey Drive, Milwaukee, wondering why her daddy don't love her. Meanwhile, you over here living like a fucking Hollywood hoe.
So,
Yeah, pretty much.
Can I kill him?
and then,
We wanted
and
to
I
originally.
know that as even though the place,
I want to kill
even
him.
though the place is really really nice, I know that they charge even more for convenience. You know, the more shit you live by, you know,
Yeah.
because you stay in West Side, you know, the more shit you live by, the more they charge.
Right.
So when you got a Walmart right next door, and then you got this little plaza with all the restaurants and little gas stations and stores and all this, like
So
you can
basically, what I
walk to
pay
everything.
for, what I pay for.
I'm like, and you wanted me to see this?
Was he trying to stun on you, or were you supposed to feel sorry for him? I'm
No.
confused.
I think he was just excited that we were there and he wanted me to see everything. But it's like, if you're not living under a bridge, bro, I don't care because you don't
10
take care of
years.
your kid.
10 years too late, my guy.
That nigga said, if you're not living under a bridge, I really don't give a fuck.
Right. Like, cause
That's
you
hilarious.
Actually, I'm more pissed off now
and then
that he living high
Right.
off the hog.
right, because it's like you doing all of this, but at no time have you said, you know what? Let me send some money for my kid.
You could at least send your stimulus check, my nigga.
So I'm like,
Had to pay
you
rent.
thought this was a good idea to take me on a tour of, you know, the Deadbeat Palace. But anyway, you know, like Jelly Bean, like she didn't want to come home. So
Why would you?
while the kids were swimming, you know, in this pool that is my child support is going towards because I ain't fucking getting it.
Cold.
I'm
That's
like, okay.
hilarious.
So that means every time this nigga sit in the jacuzzi, that's one less meal for his baby.
And then but the motherfucker had the audacity to say, "Well, just because I'm doing bad, don't mean I got to be living bad." I said, "Get the fuck out my face, before I hit
Dog, at that point in time, you get shot in the nut.
Hey, sometimes you gotta make sacrifices in life. And he seen he did
I'm gonna let that slide because you are a childless parent. Okay,
You do, and I make them all the fucking time.
right.
well, you see what sacrifice he chose? He was like, yeah.
Dog really Thanos my baby.
That nigga said, California.
Like, dog, that's his only kid. Like, the only pass I give my dad was he bust his ass to raise the other 3+1. That's the only pass I ever gave him. This is his only child.
I just don't understand how you have a kid and then you move back home to where your parents are. And how old is Trey's oldest kid?
She's 10, turning
10.
11 this
Okay,
year.
so
So,
she finna turn
she's
11.
just a year behind
Okay,
Jelly Bean.
So she's 11. She finna turn 11. And how many years apart are him and Tony? Because you said Tony was the oldest, right?
Yeah, because Tony's older than me. Tony will be
how
30.
Old is Trey?
Trey got to be 40 then.
No.
She just said
Trey's not. I said,
Oh, no, Trey's the youngest. My
no,
bad.
I said Trey. He's not the youngest. The
No,
youngest is like
We're
22.
talking about Trey is younger than Tony. Is
Right.
what
Oh,
we say.
That's
No,
what,
but
that's the question
I-
I'm asking.
Y'all must have missed it. I said Trey's not even 30 yet.
Oh,
I said
So-
that Trey's not even 30
Okay,
yet.
but my point was
so Trey
like,
younger than Juan.
So you went home and you and your brother had kids around the same time.
Had to.
Jelly Bean is a year older or whatever.
Yeah.
She just said. And you watched for 10 years. Your little brother
Ray
showed you how to be a fucking
Nigga,
dad.
I didn't even think about
Your
that.
little brother.
Now I'm really
You're
pissed.
supposed to be the example because you're the big brother. And you let your little brother show you how to be a fucking dad.
But it's not even just that. It's not like they have a deadbeat dad. They dad showed both of them how to be dads.
Which is why
But only
Tony
one
has
fucking
to
listen.
fucking die.
Tony skipped class a
So
lot.
and but that was the thing. Like, you know, for those who don't know the history, how we even got out there was because it's Tony's stepmom. She initiated it because her husband, Tony's dad, he was saying, you know, how disappointed he was, and you know how Tony dropped the ball, and he was talking about him as a dad.
Yeah.
But she told him, she was like, well, you suck as a grandfather too. You don't do anything. We don't see her. We don't know her, whatever. Like, So I understand, you feel that way about him and you're not wrong, but at the same time,
you ain't doing no better.
You a deadbeat grandpa. And he thought, he was like, God damn, you right. And what do you know?
He stepped. The crazy part is every girlfriend / wife my dad had all asked him the same question. Why don't you have a relationship with me? And the nigga just never answered the question.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you knew exactly what this ain't about me.
Sometimes, I can questions sometimes you just ain't got the answer to. I'm pretty sure we could probably ask my pops. Like, hey,
can we find him though?
Like, why
we can't find yours.
But I'm just saying, like,
mine live 4 blocks away.
I probably could.
Mine live 4 blocks.
But I don't want to find bro if bro don't want to whip his ass. Like, if we ain't gonna fade,
if he ain't catching the fade from one, sure. Somebody gotta catch the fade because of my dad. I don't give a fuck who dad I'm hitting.
If we found this nigga and I asked him the same question, like, bro, where were you? Motherfucker gonna look at me and be like, who knows?
I'm gonna hit him because I gotta hit somebody for my dad.
I think
he ain't even gonna get the words out. As soon as he hunch his shoulders, hit him in the jaw.
Look like boys in the hood.
I think Tony thought that he was gonna have a Randall.
A what?
A Randall. This is us. When Randall went to find his dad that abandoned him as a baby, he was so angry and snapping or whatever, but he really wanted that relationship with his. So the very first time his dad was like, "You want to come in?" Yeah. He was just so excited to, have him in
thought
the
it was just gonna be like, okay, my dad's here. Let's start from here. Nah, fuck that, nigga.
Nah,
you gotta catch this heat first.
But the crazy thing is, it took Beans a long time to get to this point. Beans was still just a year ago. Hey, can I call my dad and wish him happy Father's Day?
She was. That's why I was kind of surprised.
I tell my dad Merry Christmas, or you know what I mean? Like, she was still holding out hope for their relationship. She was still holding on to excitement to interact with this man, for him to answer her phone calls, for him to call her, for her to be able to talk to him and tell him these happy fucking things. And he didn't. It got to a point where she was like, fuck dog. And I wasn't gonna scold my baby for expressing herself. I wasn't gonna make my baby feel like she was wrong or she was being disrespectful for how she treated that nigga. He earned that shit. You are not entitled to my baby's respect just because she's a fucking child. Just because you knocked me up. You didn't earn that shit.
2 pieces of biscuits.
So
hold the honey.
Because I know, like, there'll be a lot of people, but that's still her daddy. You shouldn't have stood by. No,
that's still his kid. And where the fuck would what this ain't about me?
Yeah,
damn, Tone, he gone fast.
But that's the problem, bro.
You want to whoop his ass before he died?
No, it's the fact that we didn't have I didn't get a chance to have that conversation,
bro.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't get a chance to have that conversation for you to at least give me the bullshit. That's the problem.
Hey, when my biological father passed and they called me like he dead, I'm gonna smoke a blunt for him. But that's it. That's all he did.
The only conversation I got about him while I'm having a meeting about TDR. Oh, your dad's in the hospital. I don't think he's not gonna live. So here I am trying to start an empire, and the only time I hear from you is when you about to die. Man, fuck that. You know what? Say about me.
See, I'm sorry. Who's dying? Damien. Oh, do you leave me any money?
So
I stayed on the meeting while walking there.
You leave me any money? No money.
I'd like to prepare everybody that this episode will be renamed "Daddy Issues."
Yeah, we all got them.
We got it.
Nigga! While I was out at Jelly Bean Deadbeat apartment on Tuesday,
your pop's so cold.
On Tuesday, my deadbeat called 2 days after my birthday.
Didn't Ma have the same situation?
Probably, I don't know. That yes,
yeah.
Your mom.
Did he just randomly call just to see how you were doing to say happy birthday or what?
No, he called, and as soon as I answered the phone, I said hello. He said, "You gonna kill me, ain't you? I'm sorry." I said, dude, for me to be your firstborn, I said, I don't get no respect around here. You do. I said, no, I don't. I said, I'm definitely Rodney Dangerfield in this family.
No respect.
That nigga still alive.
I don't.
He said, because how is it that you forget your firstborn's birthday? Bro, I was just with you like 3 weeks ago when we was celebrating my little sister shit. You ain't forget that. But you forgot my shit. and you call me 2 days later.
You're an afterthought.
Always.
He's old.
Always.
Nah, nigga,
I don't want to
that
hear
ain't no
that shit,
excuse,
bro.
bruh.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Hey man, when you tell me, when you ask me for a favor, like, no, tell your mom that don't do that no more, fam. She was like, hey Mark, I need you to call mom, tell moms, call pops, make sure he's still at the airport. Okay, cool. I got you. We sitting there playing.
Because I was on the plane, we was in airplane mode, but I could
Right.
still, they have it set up to where if you have iMessages or WhatsApp, you can still use those apps.
Right.
We just can't call people.
Right. So I called Auntie, take her 12 years to answer the phone. She was like, nah, I don't want to call him. I'm like, why you don't want to call him? She was like, he be trying to turn his sexy voice on. I was
Dog, I hate niggas.
I'm like, yo, I am too high for this. And short, like, dog, he answered the phone. Sophisticated as a bitch when I called.
So anyway, going back,
I hate y'all.
the kids are swimming and, swimming in my child support.
Shut up, dog.
Now, I'm like, okay, we leaving tomorrow. I ain't got my seafood yet. I love, like, I'm out here. I want my seafood. He's like, oh, I know the perfect spot to take you to. So there's a place in Vallejo, California. That's where he used to live. That's where he grew up.
Ain't that where E40 from?
He's from Vallejo.
Okay.
And there is a spot called Soul Trans Seafood. Like,
Soul Tranny Seafood? What?
Trend.
Oh,
Trend.
okay.
Trend, Tone. God damn, you trying to get us canceled?
right. So you go in there and it's like, it's all fresh, like a little butcher shop. Like it's all, fresh seafood. So you got your catfish steaks, your catfish fillets, your catfish nuggets, perch, snapper,
They cook
calamari.
They cook
It's
it
all
for
of
you
this
too?
shit for $2.
What?
So if you pay them $2, this fresh seafood, they season that shit up and they cook it for you.
So is it $2 extra?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. that ain't
Yeah.
bad.
So whatever you get, you just pay them $2 and they cook it for you. So you don't got to do it yourself.
Did y'all pay the $2?
I got catfish nugget. I got a pound of catfish nuggets, and I got a pound of some prawns, some big ass
Shrimp.
man. So I got that. He got fried crab because they take the whole crab, and how they've been doing that lately, frying the whole fucking thing. And he got some prawns. Now
They sell French fries.
Bruh.
they got. I think I saw that on the board because I saw like hush puppies and
Seafood
all the other
and
kind of shit.
French fries. I'm about to eat that when I leave here.
It's
Shrimp,
just you and French fries.
shrimp
period.
Right.
and what I got? I got
But
some,
Nick, listen, bro,
some scallops.
listen.
You know about
Because the shit that they've been selling here, like we've been complaining about it for a minute. Like it ain't been real catfish.
Man.
That's why
Yeah.
that was catfish, nigga. And them catfish nuggets was motherfucking amazing. Okay. Like I cannot wait to go back. Because of course we was in the hood, but that's what happened.
Yeah,
Now-
you in the hood, you eating good.
Now, while I am waiting on my food to be prepared, I am outside of the store because I can have my mask off. It's hot. All of a sudden, I start smelling shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? A bum walks by me, bro. And he was, he asked me, he was like, hey, he was like, I'm going to the store. You want me to get you like a juice? I said, I'm good, bro. So the bum was trying to buy me some juice, but I didn't really trust his hands.
As
It
you
smelled like
should.
he wiped with them. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'm cool. I got a lemonade in the truck. So as I'm standing there waiting on the food,
Wait,
Tony is in there ordering some other shit. And all of a sudden, a Nigerian walk up on me, bro.
Oh my God.
And he starts shooting his shot.
Bro, your nose hairs were fucked up that day.
But they were no. He actually smelled good. He had on like a little Tommy type polo shirt and he was clean. He ain't walking with no spear and no shit. But he walk up
You don't get yourself canceled.
and they are so, bro, Nigerians are so blunt and forward.
They are.
And he was like, oh my, he said, I like how you wear that dress. He was like, you got it sitting all up. He was like, what's men like that? I'm like, bro, it's just hot.
That nigga said, "You know us men."
Yeah.
Okay, so
So
why is
then-
it that the Nigerian can go up and say that and it's like a conversation, but let a regular black nigga say that and he ready to get slapped to get sent to jail?
Well,
I think because it was funny with his
Okay.
accent,
Okay.
and because I hear so many stories about Nigerians, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, like, bro, I'm not finna be your concubine, so I'm gonna need you to go check on your catfish nuggets and leave me alone. But it didn't stop there. So, he was like, yeah, I like you. Where you from? I was like, I'm not from here. I'm from where it's cold. I'm from Wisconsin. He said, oh no, I can't go there. I can't go there. I like it hot. So Tony comes out and he got the phone. I'm like, you ready? So we already get a car. This nigga comes up to the driver's side window through Tony window. He was like, hey, he said, you got a nice one. He was like, I like looking at her. And Tony was like, yeah, thanks. I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Go fight for my honor, nigga.
why you ain't this bitch?
I know.
He definitely not fighting for nothing you got.
Nah, he at this point in time,
No.
he's just trying to make it through the week.
No way. Was this before or after the Six Flags debacle?
Oh, this was definitely after.
He was after.
Oh,
At
yeah.
I
this,
mean,
po-
he bought all my food though.
at this point in time, he just trying
Yeah,
to.
at this point, he just
Yes,
buying love the
Caleb.
same
That-
thing.
you know what?
Yes.
That is true.
Yes.
Because-
That's why I wanted it so bad, and that's why I didn't want to leave without getting it. Caleb said that seafood places on the coast hit different.
Yes,
That
'cause
is
in Puerto
exactly why.
Rico, man, I can't eat seafood, but the way the fucking crabs and they shrimps was looking, my nigga,
You was ready to risk it all?
I was gonna take that chance.
You ain't wrong.
Nigga,
Cause
I couldn't wait.
bruh, so it was a storm down there. It wasn't like a real bad storm, it just rained a little bit, right? Bruh, I swear, as we're driving back from the hood, it's just fucking crabs just walking around, minding their business. All of a sudden, when we're going, okay, so where the resort is, there's like a 5-minute drive down a fucking long ass driveway. Bro, it was people coming out the woods, just regular people coming out the woods who've been catching these crabs. So the driver is like,
That just sounds
it
fucked
sound
up.
wrong. But he was like,
Catching
yeah,
crabs.
after the rain, it's like after it rains, all the blue leg crabs, I guess that's what they call it,
Blue crab, man.
they come out and they just be trying to find some place to go because their caves got flooded. And then people just be out here catching them, and then they just sell them to the highest bidder because I guess blue leg crabs are like the best crabs you could get.
Mhm.
So we drive it, and it's like a gang of them just on the side of the road looking at us like, hey, nigga, can we get a ride? Dog, why did Teresa's dad want to jump out the van and take something back to the crib?
Dog.
It was
He
like,
was trying to kill you.
they must have, because that nigga had a whole plate of endless shrimp, and they was about this big.
It's amazing that you can't enjoy shrimp.
I'm
Shrimp-
okay.
Shrimp
Cool.
Shrimp is fire.
I'm cool. You can't enjoy dairy.
I'm not.
And I love it.
I'm not supposed to,
And I love it.
but I'll eat the shit out of some cereal.
I'm getting the bowl when I get home. Just cuz.
So somebody said that if you put your cereal in a bowl, like most normal people, and then you put the bowl in the freezer for like 5 minutes, then once the bowl comes out of the freezer, you pour your milk on top of it. I gotta try it
What get out shit is that?
just because the person who told me is also a pothead, so I feel like it's fire.
Did little baby tell you this?
No, it wasn't her. Somebody else. But because this motherfucker's a piehead, I'm like, that gotta be fire.
Can't believe everything a pothead say.
You can't, but I feel like I need to try. First of all, I ain't never steered no nigga wrong on snacks.
This don't sound
It's not
healthy.
because you a piehead, it's just because you fat.
Same difference.
No,
It goes hand in hand.
It doesn't.
Okay, I'm not gonna stop you from going on your adventure. Okay, you just let me know how that work
Yeah,
out.
and plus I
Yeah,
need,
well,
I need content for the
Speaking
other
of going on an adventure, that segues me right back to where I started. So after we leave the seafood joint, we then hit a dispensary. Now they give me a ticket because I'm from out of state, and it's like they give you a little ticket for like a first timers discount.
Right.
So we go in there. Obviously, they know this nigga. Oh man, where you been? Oh well, last time I was in here, you wasn't even working. He clearly has a report. Whatever.
This is he's no.
I bet I'd have one. We live near a fucking dispensary.
So after we leave here, we done collected our seafood, and I'm like, bro, a bag missing. So to go back to this place, and the Nigerian is there. So he thinks that I'm coming back, like Tony is finna fucking offer me up or some shit. Like, no, bro, we definitely just left some prawns,
2 cows and some
and
beans.
then we and then we back
That
out
was
this
his best
motherfucker.
offer.
Hey man, 2 cows go a long way in Nigeria.
But
So you say
after
you
we
want 2 cows and some baked beans.
I didn't say bake. Bake brings
Horrible.
down the value.
horrible,
Oh, you want dry beans.
Dry. You can plant them. Feed the village.
ain't nothing over here dry. So anyway,
Ugh.
That's disgusting.
after we leave, this nigga decides, hey, we're in my old stumping ground. Let me take you on the tour. I didn't ask for this.
In the ghetto.
I didn't ask for this. So while my seafood is in the back getting cold,
Marinating.
Why you didn't just eat on your
Why you eat
adventure?
on the road?
this nigga decided because I wanted to be able to sit down and spread my shit out and relax, and I didn't want
Well,
You
fucking.
sure you gonna do that with
Right, because
autism
I'm
in
like,
the house?
clearly you ain't got no room to do it at the crib.
Right.
No, remember we were going back to his place. The kids were in a swimming pool at his place.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then I think that's why I wanted to be able to sit down and eat and enjoy it, because I hadn't been able to fucking every time, like if I'm sitting at the table eating and shit and she come downstairs, I'm like, fuck, bro, I gotta act like I'm done. Like, what is this? You should come over there. Now, if somebody's down there, they're like, Alyssa, no. But other than that,
I just want to know how you kept getting put in all these uncompromising positions
because
alone.
because they don't watch her. Because they don't watch
You
her.
should have been where the rest of the family was.
She a free bird.
So, you know.
She sounds like she just run and take food off people's plate.
But anyway, the
They go,
tour.
Yep.
The tour was bad enough because I honestly don't give a fuck about bro childhood.
Duh.
That's just me being honest, bro. Like I don't care to see why you ain't shit. Like I
What?
just that's not, you
In
know.
ghetto.
West San Francisco,
But-
born and raised.
Of the places that he shows
Monday.
me, I felt like it was an episode of Gangland 3D. Like I told Facebook, bro, I don't even ride through the hood back home. Why the fuck do you think I want to ride for? Take me home.
He wanted to show you where the blood's at, where the Crips
So
at.
we driving, you know, oh yeah, man, yeah, see my partner Paul, man, he got killed right here, man. So you just gonna bring me over here knowing that nigga shoot right here?
Yeah. That's funny.
Like
Funny as a bitch.
clearly,
Wow.
I don't think this is our destination.
This is not safe.
So then
This is our bad bootleg.
we
movie
turn
right
another
here.
corner, bro. It's not even fucking 400 feet. And you tell me how your partner whole family got gunned down. Now that one was sad, but again, I don't want to be right here.
Why you keep taking you all to the murder spots?
So they killed his friend's son. He was a young boy, along with his pregnant baby mama and the unborn child. And then, you know, clipped this boy. I am so sorry to hear that. But you could have told me this back in front of that fireplace that you was trying to show off. I don't need to hear that story right here. So we driving, and then oh yeah, man, I remember when I was about such and such, and I ran away, and you know, and I came right here. I didn't know that this is my daddy's side chick crib, bro. Why are we outside of your daddy's former side bitch house?
Is he trying to sympathize his way into some pussy?
I don't.
Because I'm trying to understand, why are we going down your backstory? Are you trying to sell your movie rights?
So at this point, I do start eating my food because I'm like, fuck it. It's not go. I'm not gonna let it sweat in the bag. I waited a long time for this.
Ugh, sweaty seafood sounds nasty.
But it's just anything that, I mean, look how when we first get the chicken from JJ's and shit, and we gotta hurry up and peel that motherfucking aluminum foil back because it get wet. So I'm sitting here, and then this nigga, oh, let me take you where I was when we came back drunk and it was an earthquake. Nigga, take me home, bro. Like it was so.
It's a movie right. This is our movie right here. This is
He
Broken
was-
Blunts and Bad
He was
Bootlegs.
trying to bond with you.
Bro, I'm not the motherfucker you needed to bond with. His
You
dick
gotta-
bonded with my pussy, and that's how he ended up being able to be a deadbeat in the first place. We don't need no more bonding.
Well, the person that he needed to bond with obviously
That's
wasn't.
how I got out of it. I said, you know what? I said, you taking me on this tour at the wrong time. I said, you know who would probably really want to know all of this? Jelly Bean. And she's back at the, oh man, you right, man. Let's get back to my baby, man. That's how I got out of that. I played the Jelly Bean card. That was boom, draw four, bitch. Take me home.
You wrong for that.
Take me
It's a
home.
good strategy, though.
I'm not mad at it, but she's still wrong.
It's a great strategy.
Throw Beans under the bus. Beans didn't want to be around that nigga either.
Right. I was just
But
saying.
he
like,
didn't know that.
it wasn't evident at Six Flags.
No. When the little kids are not happy at an amusement park, something wrong.
Bro, he hit her with the Mariah Carey shake it off, fam. He offered you free anything. You was like, you know what, bro? I could really juice you this weekend, but fuck you.
Dog, if Beans would have just leaned over to that nigga and was like, do better.
Well, it gets worse. So he stops at the gas station to get me another I blew the horn, and every time he got out the car I would wait till he get like right in front of it and I blow the horn. I was fucking him up because it was a Dodge Ram, so that horn loud as fuck.
Yes, they are.
He was like, hey man, you gotta stop doing that, just let the window down. I said, oh, I didn't know the key was turned. So he went in to get his shit, and I asked him to bring me a lemonade out. Now I didn't know that one of his purchases was a little bottle of gin. Why he's drinking gin, don't ask me, because I know that was your next question.
Was it Bumpy Face?
You've always had a thing for niggas that drink gin, because you've always talked about Jay for drinking.
No, right? What the fuck are you drinking this book?
I mean, is it because it's California?
Have you ever drank gin?
I have.
Have you ever put hand sanitizer on your hand?
Like, I've never drank gin because
Gin
it
is
was
horrible.
my choice. It was just, I was usually like with Jay or somebody, and they poured some,
That
niggas
shit-
pour something in your cup, and you like, fuck is this rubber
Yeah.
alcohol?
Facts.
But it make your coochie jump, so you just be like, fuck it.
The only reason
that's what he was on.
that's the excuse you made.
So, no.
Make
So
the coochie go woo woo.
Shut up, Juan.
we know that it's no secret that Tony has always liked to drink. Now,
Yeah, he's alcoholic.
yeah. So he and oh damn, I forgot about that part. The very first day that Jelly Bean met him, I asked her, I was like, well, how do you feel about it? And she was like, I think he uses drugs and he might be an alcoholic, but I guess we'll see.
Yo.
Wow.
And he
Because he
not
got that slur.
not
It's like Terrence, Tory and them friend. Even when he not drunk, he sound like he drunk because the nigga probably been drunk so much that it just is what it is, and he got that like, like the nigga just licked the inside of a fucking beer can or something. But
I want out.
Tony feels that he's not or can't be an alcoholic because he's slowed down on like the hard liquor. And I had to break it down to him. I said, bro, you drink beer like it's Gatorade. Every time I turn around, you have a fucking beer can. I have a family full of alcoholics. And you know what? I've never seen them drinking hard liquor. It's always beer after beer after beer after beer. Think about the alcoholic Dinkins in our family. And then think about what we're used to seeing them drinking. It's always beer, ain't it?
I
Beer.
definitely have never seen anybody diverge from beer. Like if you start drinking beer, it's beer all day. Niggas come in with that vodka shit. Nah, give me another brewski.
And that's and like I said, like I have a lot of alcoholics on my mom's side of the family, and the only thing that I've ever seen them motherfuckers drinking all day long, back to back to back, fucking beer after beer after beer after beer. But he feels that doesn't make him an alcoholic. Like, bro, you can't do anything without you going to grab another fucking beer. Does it not say an alcohol percentage on the front of the can? It's alcohol. It's fucking alcoholic. You can't function unless you go in to pop a fucking beer can.
And I ain't never been beer.
Oh,
So
speaking of popping something.
Who popping pills?
No, his daddy,
Viagra?
a Rhino 7 from the gas station.
Yo!
All right, so this has been another edition of Hoecially
We don't
Awkward.
even sell those here.
Like, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Apparently they go up to 10.
Who needs a 10?
Listen, so let me tell you, right?
How much cocaine are they doing in California?
I gotta get to the
Look, wrap this shit up.
so
A Rhino 7. Hold on.
yeah, look it up.
Let me look these
The
up.
motherfucking package 3D and shit, so you already be tripping looking at it. But no, so he gets fucked up, and we're supposed to be having this talk with Jelly Bean. Um, and I'm telling him like, bro, you're doing too much. You need to, she ain't gonna want to talk to you. Like, man, I'm good, and niggas feel like they grown, they could do what they want. Can't nobody tell them how to live and shit. But I'm like, nigga, I'm trying to help you build a relationship with your daughter, and I know your daughter enough to already know that she feels that you're a fucking alcoholic. So if she see you like this, she's not gonna talk to you. Yep, that's it. And that's the Rhino 7.
Bro, that just looked dangerous.
That's the Rhino 7.
This motherfucker come in a capsule?
Yeah. They got different ones. See if it's a website for it and see which, because they definitely said it goes up to a 10. Because 11
maximum overdrive.
nigga.
Once again, how much cocaine?
One capsule, 7 days. What the fuck?
Who wanna?
No, you can only take one every 7 days, right? That's what it's saying. Like
No,
one.
it says one capsule for 7 days. Like, what the fuck does this do to you?
Bro, how much fucking is you doing? You know what? That must be that Silicon
That
Valley
motherfucker
shit.
says platinum 11,000.
Bro, that is not right. That is not. It's inhuman. You must be working at the porn studio, popping them.
Yeah, I don't know who doing that.
Who fucking like that, bro?
It's not me.
Like, what bitch is taking that much dick that damn long? Pause. Speaking of fucked, let's see how the Bucks are doing.
Yeah, so we go to the gas station to get this pill. Because while we are out, his pops hits him to, get it. Now, apparently, this is a regular thing. He said, man, Pop's always sending me to get these fucking rhinos, man. I thought he was talking about a beer. I'm in Cali. I don't know what their brands is out there. But once we got there and he told me what it was, I start cracking up. So I'm looking for lemonade as usual. I asked for, I'm like, I didn't see no lemonade there. So I ended up just getting 2 bottles of Coke. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm going to just get this Remy. So Tony orders his stuff first, and then he asks for the Rhino 7. Now, the clerk saw us come in together. So I already know he think this nigga finna pound my shit out. This ain't that. So when he asked for it, and the clerk tried not to laugh, but then I started laughing. So then the clerk started laughing. And this nigga was just cracking up. So he bagged up Tony's shit. I asked him for the bottle of Remy. I bust out laughing again. So I thought about Tony Dad and this fucking dick pill. See, the man don't know that it's for Tony Pops. I do, so I keep laughing. So now Tony's laughing. So now the guy, he ring up my shit. And before I stick my card in, I see the total only says $3.90. I got 2 bottles of Coke and a bottle of Remy. $3.90 means that he's laughing too hard. So he didn't think to ring up my Remy. So I purposely start laughing again because you know how when you laugh, it makes me laugh?
Yeah.
That's how I kept doing, dude. Every time I bust out laughing, it made him think about the pill. He started cracking up. So I did my card, did the transaction or whatever. He put my shit in the bag. And he was like, have a good night. I said, it ain't about to be as good a night as you think it is. And he fell out laughing because he thought that I was talking about Tony fucking me all night with that goddamn pill.
What the fuck is that?
Super Panther.
So eventually, we go to the house. God damn. So we go to the house and the kids upstairs playing, doing whatever they doing. And the way their garage is made, like, you go into the garage from the house, but it's chill in there. So we sit in the garage smoking and I'm drinking my Remy. Bro, got to be like 3, damn near 4 in the morning. Because we was in we had went to the dispensary. So we had a bunch of blunts. The pre-roll motherfuckers is lifesavers. So this motherfucker comes in downstairs. And all of a sudden, I see this because Tony's dad is tall and bald. I see this bald head poking in. This nigga, he grabbing his robe like this. He got on the sexiest blue robe I'd have never motherfucking seen. And he come in like this. So Tony think he want to hit the weed. I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sitting here like this because I know he want that dick pill. Then Tony, he's like, oh. So he get up and he go and give him the dick pill and shit. And I heard that he like, Yeah.
What you doing? Where you at?
Bro, his pops and his stepmom was up so early that morning. Dog, we had the biggest breakfast ever. I'm like, well, all right, Rhino 7. But yeah,
Is his
So-
stepmom fine?
So
Yeah.
dog fucked the big breakfast out of her.
Hit her with that. What you doing? Where you at?
but
you got plans?
we are going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Like, I have so many stories from this trip that I just,
Save 'em for Monday.
yeah, I don't even know, where to begin next week. But I definitely wanted to be able to at least get this out because it had been on my chest all week, and not being able to talk about it was really, really, really fucking with me. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in this week. Make sure you catch us live on Monday for the continuation of my Cali Tales. Listen, if I move out there and catch me in Samoan, we going to the top.
So you go.
Well, I'm going on top, and then from there we'll see.
However we get to the top.
Okay, listen.
Look, you get your Samoan. Ree go ahead and adopt her little Korean baby. Jelly Bean fixes her relationship with her dad. I mean, everybody wins.
Nigga, I'm finna do some hoeing for a Samoan.
So I bought a t-shirt printer. Put that on the shirt for her.
Oh yeah, thanks, appreciate it. Hey, shout out to 1700 Pull Up. Every Thursday, they are now doing my jerk turkey legs, and Cajun rice.
Oh, if I would have known that's where you would have went, I would have cash apped you real quick.
Yeah, I ordered it while I was at work because they right there.
Yeah, that's why I said I would have cash apped you and thought about it.
Yep. So definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to my bullshit this week. Trust me, there is many more stories on the way from my trip.
I'm
so
naming this episode Cali Tales, :
that is
Daddy
not
Issues.
that is not what you're naming it. California love.
California love, #daddy issues.
Whatever. It's California love.
Bad
'Cause,
dads and dick
My
pills.
boy Pac's birthday was yesterday.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, I feel it. Pause.
yeah,
but-
don't feel nothing.
This turkey look good as a motherfucker. Y'all just let me know.
Name this episode Rhino 7.
Yes, I'm here for it.
There we go. With that being said, people, Mimi, say bye.
Until next time, we gotta go.
Bad dads, dick pills. Right on number 7.